Beerreviews.com. We have Pittsburgh behind us. You can see the river there. But we're going to do a beer review from Lagunitas Brewing Company. They're one of the, in my opinion, probably one of the top 5 craft breweries in the country right now. They've always been very creative. This beer I thought I had done a beer review on is the first beer also that Lagunitas has ever put in a can, which is also part of its name. So this is the Lagunitas 12th of Never. It's considered a pale ale. It comes in this really cool purple can. They cover their cans with all kinds of information. But the bottom line here, they talk about kind of some of their history. This is the way they describe this beer. It's everything we've learned about a hop-forward beer expressed in a moderate voice, pale, cold, slightly alcoholic and bitter. It's all that we know. And then the bottom it says, call us sometime. Cheers. So Lagunitas has an extremely good sense of humor. The way they describe their beers and some of the beers they brew have some phenomenal stories behind it. This is one of them. This particular beer, the reason why it's called 12th Day of Never is because the owner of Lagunitas said, I will never subject my quality beers to a can. But hence the new trend now, and I'm a huge supporter of it because they've mastered putting quality beer in cans, and it's not a negative light anymore. Basically, you know, it's less expensive to ship. It's recyclable. It keeps it to where there's zero interaction with light, which keeps it fresher. But anyway, these things I've seen most commonly in 12 packs. They're about $19 for the 12 pack. Again, great marketing. They even put the purple tab on the top. So I have had this before. Again, this is one of those beers where you know, you get excited because Lagunitas usually does a lot of really high gravity beers. This one's only 5.5% ABVs, which kind of almost puts in at least my category into a session IPA. But again, they are known for, at least in my opinion, and most would agree with me, they're known for their pale ale Indian pale ale kind of. They're legendary in their creations. They are so good at brewing beers the correct way to then exemplify it in a flavor that's phenomenal. So I know the lighting's not great. It's got a little bit of carbonation, not too much. It's a little teeny tiny cloudy, but that's really the glass. It's very well filtered. This beer's got a really cool golden color to it, almost like that straw type yellowish color. But here's where this beer's awesome. The aroma is awesome. It's got a lot of citrus, this complex citrus in there. It's oranges, it's mangoes, it's lemons, it's limes. It's got this really kind of sugary sweetness to it, even in the aroma. But it's just this explosion of really good citrus followed up with a nice background of hops. So cheers, let's get into a glass. I can tell you what I think. It's exactly the way to describe it. It's got this really kind of upfront bitterness to it, along with obviously like that same amount of citrus I was talking about. It's very freshly squeezed citrus too. It literally, the oranges and the mangoes and maybe even some passion fruit. It's almost like they just squeezed it right into the kettle and into the beer. And then it does have this very bold bitterness into it, which is not what I call jaw curling. A lot of the bitterness, I don't know what the IBUs, but I would guess it's like in the 60s. I'm totally guessing. I should have looked it up, but I didn't. It doesn't curl your jaw. It's just got a really, really, really drinkable, easy to palate, awesome finish. This is a very dangerously drinkable beer. You could get a 12-pack of this and turn around and you could have, excuse me, 4 gone in like 2 hours, and you wouldn't even know it. I love the fact that they're using cans. The beer is awesome inside. I love the story behind it. Please support this brewery. I would easily give this beer a 4.5 on our rating scale between 1 and 5. It truly sets the bar for the way beer should be brewed. For the price point, it's awesome. But truly, for what's inside, you can tell without even knowing the brewery that it's a Lagunitas beer, and it is awesome. So let us know if you tried it. Leave comments on our YouTube channel or website. We upload all the time. We appreciate you watching, and we definitely will see you again real soon. Cheers.